You spend your entire life carrying heavy baggage that was never yours to hold, only to realize at the very end of the journey that the weight broke your back for absolutely no reason. Listen to me carefully, my dear. The day you stop making excuses for people who disrespect you is the day your real life finally begins. Stop begging for a seat at a table where your presence is not even valued. Pull up a chair. We need to talk. Take a deep, slow breath. Just let the loud, demanding world fade away for a few minutes. I am 83 years old now. 83. It sounds like such a vast, intimidating number, does it not? Sometimes I look in the mirror and trace the lines on my face, wondering where all those fast-moving decades slipped off to. But inside this aging frame, I still feel like that same vibrant woman trying to figure it all out, still learning, still growing. When you reach my age, the noise of the outside world gets very, very quiet. You no longer care about who is doing what, or what the neighbors might whisper, or whether your home looks like a magazine cover. You start to see time for what it truly is, a vanishing sacred currency. Looking back through the many chapters of my life, especially to when I was around 65, I realized that I spent so many precious years holding on to things, carrying heavy habits, and accommodating people that were secretly draining the very life right out of me. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was being a good, virtuous woman. But if I could turn the clock back to 65, knowing the profound peace I have discovered now, I would not just casually change a few minor details. I would ruthlessly, unapologetically eliminate 7 specific things from my daily life. I would sweep them out the door without a single second glance. And I am sharing these hard-earned truths with you today, whether you are 25, 45, or 65, because I absolutely do not want you to wait until your twilight years to feel the immense freedom of finally letting go. I remember my 65th birthday so clearly, as if it were painted just yesterday. I decided to throw a beautiful, elaborate dinner party to celebrate the milestone. The house was absolutely spotless. The silver was polished until it gleamed. The flowers were perfectly arranged, and the dining table was surrounded by people I had known for years. But looking around that crowded table amid the loud laughter and clinking glasses, I felt a deep, hollow exhaustion settling into my bones. I was smiling, serving, pouring wine, and making sure every single person was perfectly comfortable. There was a woman there, a longtime acquaintance I felt obligated to invite, who spent the entire evening making small, passive-aggressive remarks about my cooking, my home, and my personal choices. And do you know what I did? I smiled politely. I poured her more wine. I swallowed my pride and my deep hurt because I desperately wanted to keep the peace. I spent decades of my life being the eternal peacemaker, the willing shock absorber for other people's bad behavior and unchecked insecurities. I grew up believing that being a good, respectable woman meant being a quiet, accommodating woman. I lost countless nights of sleep tossing and turning over arguments that were never my fault to begin with. I hoarded old resentments and unspoken words like they were precious heirlooms wrapped in tissue paper. It took me until my late 70s to finally understand that keeping the peace with others usually meant going to a brutal, silent war with myself. The heavy toll it took on my physical health, my breaking spirit, and my daily joy was entirely not worth it. Sometimes I wish I could walk right back to that exhausted 65-year-old woman, gently take the heavy wine glass out of her trembling hand, look her straight in the eyes, and tell her, my dear, you do not owe these people your peace. You do not owe anyone a seat at your beautiful table if they do not respect the house they are sitting in. That single, powerful realization shifted the entire universe for me, but the heartbreaking tragedy is that it came much too late. So, what are the 7 things I would ruthlessly sweep out of my life? Listen very closely to me, my dear, because this might save your spirit. Number 1, the exhausting compulsion to explain myself. I would immediately stop explaining my personal choices, my firm boundaries, and my life path to people who are entirely committed to misunderstanding me. When you know your heart is pure, you do not need to present a courtroom defense for your existence. No is a complete, powerful sentence. You do not need to attach a thesis or a timid apology to it. Number 2, holding on to one-sided, draining relationships. We all have them. If you are always the one picking up the phone to call, always the one compromising your comfort, always the one apologizing just to end the heavy tension, please let them go. If they truly wanted to make an effort, they absolutely would. It is truly that simple. Stop standing in the garden watering dead plants, crying and expecting them to suddenly bloom. Number 3, the paralyzing fear of being disliked. Oh, this is such a heavy burden we carry. For so many years, I twisted my soul into painful knots trying to be perfectly palatable to everyone I met. But let me tell you a secret. Being disliked by the wrong people is actually a beautiful badge of honor. It means you stand for something real, something authentic. Number 4, waiting for the mythical right time. The right time is a ghost, a comforting lie we tell ourselves to justify our fear. I delayed so many trips, so many creative hobbies, so many quiet mornings reading on the porch because I was waiting for things to finally settle down. Spoiler alert, my dear, life never settles down until you are resting in the grave. Do the thing you want to do right now. Number 5, entertaining toxic family members. Society tells us that blood is absolutely everything. Blood makes you related, yes, but loyalty, consistent love, and mutual respect are what make a true family. You are completely allowed to walk away from people who happen to share your DNA but continuously destroy your mental health. Do not let misguided guilt chain you to a toxic history. Number 6, living in the dark shadows of the past. Regret is arguably the most useless, corrosive emotion we possess. I spent precious years agonizing over parenting mistakes I made in my 30s and financial stumbles in my 40s. But punishing your soul today for yesterday's mistakes does not magically change the past. It only poisons your present. Forgive yourself right now. You are simply doing the best you could with the emotional tools you had in your box at that time. And finally, number 7, shrinking my own brilliant joy to make other people feel comfortable. Have you ever downplayed your own hard-earned success or hidden your glowing happiness just because someone else in the room was miserable? Stop doing that immediately. Your vibrant light does not dim theirs. Shine as brightly as you possibly can. If your happiness hurts their eyes, they can simply put on sunglasses or look away. You are not put on this earth to play small. Think about your own beautiful, complex life right now as we sit here together in this quiet moment. Look at the baggage you are lugging around on your tired shoulders. Which of these heavy, jagged stones are you still carrying in your pockets? Are you exhausting your precious spirit trying to painfully prove your worth to someone who stubbornly refuses to see it? Are you postponing your own necessary happiness until your children are fully grown, or until you reach retirement, or until your house is completely paid off and perfectly decorated? I am begging you, speaking from the clear, honest vantage point of 83 years on this earth, do not do it. Time is the absolute only thing in this entire universe you cannot buy back. Every single minute you spend feeling angry, every minute you spend bending over backwards to please someone who does not genuinely care about your soul, is a minute permanently stolen from your own beautiful life. When I finally started eliminating these 7 things, I was so afraid I would end up entirely lonely. But I did not lose anything of real, lasting value. Instead, I finally gained myself. My circle of friends got much smaller, yes, but the deep, abiding love inside that small circle got so much more profound. My quiet home became a true, safe sanctuary. My racing mind became wonderfully still. I found a spiritual peace so vast and profound that I cannot even adequately describe it to you, but I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it right now, today, not 20 long years from now when you are too tired to enjoy it. You are so incredibly precious, my dear friend. Your vibrant energy, your huge, beating heart, your limited time on this wonderful earth, it is all incredibly sacred. Do not waste a single drop of it on the trivial, the toxic, or the chronically ungrateful. Be ruthlessly protective of what you allow into your personal space so you can be completely gentle, soft, and loving with what truly matters. Take it from an old woman who has walked the very long, winding road. The lighter you travel, the more breathtaking the journey becomes. Let go of the heavy stones today. Drop them by the side of the road and do not look back. Stand up straight, take a deep breath of fresh air, and look ahead. You have a magnificent, vibrant life still waiting for you, and it belongs to you alone. Reclaim it with everything you have. If my gentle words resonated with your heart today, if you felt a little weight finally lift off your tired shoulders, please leave a comment down below and say, I am letting go. I sit with my warm tea and read every single one of your beautiful comments, and they bring such immense joy and light to my quiet days. Do not forget to subscribe to our warm little community here, and please share this message with a friend or family member who might be carrying a painfully heavy load right now. Until next time, be endlessly kind to yourself, protect your peace, and always remember just how deeply loved you are.